Now we will discuss question number 18 of paper 1. In this question we have given a circular disc. This is the circular disc which we have given. And in this question we have given a triangle which is made on this circular disc. This triangle is somewhat like this. It is given in the question. This is your triangle. And at the three vertices of this triangle, forces are acting. And the forces are acting of equal magnitude. This is F, and this is also F. The value of all the F is same. I mean this F, and this F. If you calculate net force of the summation of these force, you will get it 0. So net force on the disc is 0. So force is not acting on the disc. So this center of mass of the disc, that is O, will not move at all. But if you see this force, and this force, all the forces will try to rotate the disc. And disc will rotate in this direction. We can see like this. We can see disc will rotate like this. It is rotated in this way. And why it is rotated in this way? Because of this force. If you see this force is producing certain torque about point O. How will you calculate this torque? You will draw a perpendicular from O at the force axis, and this perpendicular is capital R, like this. Okay? So torque about O that given by this force is F into capital R. So we can see on the disc net force is 0, but net torque is not 0. The torque is acting by this force, and by this force. And all the torque, whether this force, and this force, try to rotate disc in the same direction, and that is anti-clockwise direction. Examiner is asking what will be its angular speed after certain time, that is 10 seconds. If we want to calculate angular speed, first we have to calculate angular acceleration. Without angular acceleration, like we have this equation, this is kinematics equation. If you know initial angular velocity, if you know alpha, if you know time, you can calculate omega at any time. In this question, omega naught is 0. So omega naught is 0. But alpha you have to calculate. So omega is equals to alpha into t. And according to examiner, t is 1 second. To put 1 second, that is, so what is omega? Omega is alpha. Now what is the summary of the question? You have to calculate alpha. But how will you calculate alpha? To calculate alpha, you have to use this equation. Torque is equals to I alpha. This is Newton's second law. Now how will you calculate torque? That is the question. And of course I also. As far as I is concerned, we have very good formula. I is equals to m r square by 2. But what is r? R is radius of the disc. This is your radius. So, and what is m? M is the mass of the disc. So we have given mass of disc. We have given radius of disc. We can calculate moment of inertia. That is not a big issue. How will you calculate torque? That is also the issue. Now you can see torque is nothing but, torque by one force is nothing but F into capital R. So torque of one force, if you calculate torque of one force, that will come F into capital R. But we have three forces, and all the forces are producing same torque in same way or same sense of rotation. All have same axis of rotation. So what is the net torque? Net torque will be net torque due to all forces, due to all the three forces. We have three forces, so all the three forces is 3FR. This is the torque, which is because of three forces. Now this torque we will put here, I we will put here, and we will calculate alpha. So torque is equals to I alpha. Again we are using, what will we put torque? Torque you will put 3FR. What is I? I is m r square by 2, and this is alpha. If you put all the values, what is F? F is 0.5. If you put capital small r is the radius of disc, and according to examiner, small r is 0.5. This is in meter, this is in Newton. How will you calculate capital R? It's so easy. This angle is 30 degree. So you can use some trigonometry, like what trigonometry you can use. Sine 30 is equals to capital R and small r. So from here you can calculate capital R is equals to small r by 2, that is 0.5 by 2. If you put this capital R there, also put mass. What is mass? Mass is 1.5 kg. If you put all the values like mass, small r, capital R, F, you will get alpha. And what alpha is coming? Alpha is coming 2 radian per second square. And after this, if you put alpha there in this equation, omega is equals to alpha into 1, you will get the omega. Omega is equals to alpha into 1, so you will get answer 2 radian per second. This is your answer. Thank you.